I'm Chris Lake, and how are you? We're doing demo streams today. Well, that's the plan anyway. So, what's the deal? Throw the songs in the Discord?
Join the Discord. There is a demo submissions tab. Read the instructions there. There'll be a Google form. You'll submit your songs. We're going to close it off in 20 minutes, so get your songs in now. There's already 40 responses in there. Get it running.
What Nate said. This is Nate Vogel. Give it up for Nate Vogel. He's running a tight ship around here. I mean, he could have, like, suggested that I go to the bathroom a little bit earlier than 2 minutes before I start streaming.
Well, I suggested you start your stream on time too, but...
Yeah, but I was hungry. I wanted to eat. Well, anyway, we just started the stream, and welcome. We are going to be listening to a demo submitted by you guys. We'll check them out, and yeah, see what we find. See if we find any gems, you know, or anything that's really exciting, or anything really drab and unlistenable. I'm sure we'll get a bit of both. So yeah, let's go over a few things that have happened lately. So I'll start with my weekend. I was in Charleston, South Carolina on Saturday playing, don't tell me, High Tide Festival?
You nailed it.
High Tide Festival. God, memories. Played High Tide Festival on Saturday. That was an absolute to get to, but we made it in the end. Sweat my balls off there. Heat there was disgusting, but it's such a cool city. It's really nice. But was only there for a few hours, and then left there quickly and headed to Vegas. Played marquee pool, and then was home. That was it. So yeah, that was my weekend. And Savannah came out. So I guess you guys have all been hearing it. I see loads of you have been streaming it, and yeah, it's going down really good. I got to point out something pretty crazy. So actually, let me pull up the page. I want to show you guys this. So for those of you that don't know, Beatport is where most of the DJs get their dance records from to play out. So for you casuals that weren't already aware, this is where you go. So here we are. This is Beatport. And at the moment, Savannah is number 5 overall. Look at that, I've got a front cover. Second release on the front cover. But this is the funny bit, and I can't believe this. Remember on stream a couple of weeks ago, I said that I was going to make the acapella available. Well, I don't think I've seen this before, but if we go to the top 10 of house, oh look, Savannah acapella, number 9. That's absolutely mental. And I've had so many remixes already sent by, you know, lots by really talented producers. And anyway, back to my bragging. Savannah acapella is top 10 of house. What the f is going on? Like, that's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen an acapella make it into the top 10 of the charts. So I'm hoping my acapella just keeps going higher and higher. It's unbelievable. But yeah, there's a bunch of remixes. I saw I've been sent one by Biscuits, Honey and Badger. Someone else did a really deep one. I can't remember. There's been a bunch. So yeah, there's been a bunch sent in. Really cool. If you want to remix it, go buy the acapella. Acapella's available on Beatport. Plus, if you want the original, you know, like the original's, you know, good too. The original's here, right there, number 5. All right. Savannah puts me in the mood to quit my job. I'll walk out right now. Vibes as f. That's kind of heavy. All right, what else was I going to tell you? I'm not having Guinness today. I don't actually drink. Maybe Nate will have one. Maybe Morgan will have one. But no. All right, so let's do demo submissions. Right, so this is one thing that we're trying to change is like, rather than the first people that send something in, or the quickest people that send something in, we're doing a randomizing of the links. Oh, he lands at 2?
It's not. We'll sort something.
Change your flight. Change your flight for the people. I'll pay for it. What? If you fly in business, I'm going to be real pissed. All right, so first track is by Hyrie, Hands. So based off the profile picture, he doesn't like having his photo taken. So is unsure about showing himself completely, and is kind of like halfway between a profile picture and halfway between a unlocked video game character. But the graffiti on the wall is really cool. Let's check the track. Hit 'em with that dance up. Hit 'em with that
hands up. Hit 'em with that. 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 Hands up, hands up. Hit 'em with that. Hands up.
That's sick. That is very, very sick. I don't know what else to say to that. That's very impressive. So that was by Hyrie, the partially unlocked video game character from Oregon, and yeah, from Oregon. That's really cool. I mean, I don't know jack shit about that genre. I don't even know what that genre is. Is it kind of like trap, kind of powerful, lo-fi kind of trap? I don't know. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, I really like that. Thank you for sending. And I'm assuming you're signed or something, because that's, I mean, if you're not, then you will be. Fair play. Well, thank you for sending. All right, next one. Let's go. Not Jerem. So, Not Jerem. He looks like he's expecting us to inspect his nostrils. He kind of looks a little bit angry with us, if I'm being honest. So I'm kind of not sure what to expect here.
Acid, 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 acid. 1, 2, 3, 4, acid, drop, acid. Acid.
Yo, so the beat on that's great. The beat and the bass is really really hits. I felt it immediately. Okay, so the bow, it's like it's getting there. It's not. I don't think it's quite right. I think it could be kind of like a mix thing. I don't know whether you're doing that with a synth. I think like if you're doing it with a synth, I think there can be a little bit more zip to the sound. Like bow, like more of an envelope of the filter. Like just kind of like sort of sucks you in. I just that sound the way that you've kind of like designed this track, there's such a consistent, like you could nod to that kind of groove for a long time. So the magic in what you're doing with the song is how you're using the accents to keep the song pushing forward and keeping it exciting. That's one of those accents, and I feel like it's sort of, if I'm being brutally honest, it's kind of like in a sound design kind of sense, it's kind of a bit 5 out of 10, you know. Whereas I think your groove is really strong. So I think it's worth kind of like going a bit further with the with those sounds. The acid vocal. Look, I mean, it's sort of, I'm trying to formulate the right words in my head right now to explain it. It's I've done songs with the word acid in it, you know. It's quite a, some go-to words that happen in dance music. And I actually, if I'm honest, the 1, 2, 3, 4 of that vocal, I kind of like. I like the actual repeated acid, the way you've used it. I think that works. But the actual last bar that happens before the drop, I mean, you're rhythmically making it work. It doesn't kind of like make me like feel anything in particular. I don't know. That's kind of like that's my thought. But I think you got a really good beat there. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Hopefully, I don't know if any of that's any use to you, but yeah, I think you've done a good job. But anyway, shout out to the everyone that sent in the tracks so far. So shout outs to Tos Tomas, Hyrie, Supreme Asian, Remeli Music, and then Not Jerem. Thank you. Thanks for sending in. Close that. Close that. Let's go on to the next one. So we've got one by 2 seconds. 2 seconds, guys.
Perfect time for me to shill some shit. Now, unlike Chris, I know when to check if the mic's muted or not. Savannah just came out.
Carry on, I'm going to make a coffee.
Can you make that too, please?
All right. I'll do the shilling then. Where was I at? Okay. Second track. You'll get your opportunity to shill. So you got to love him. All right. We have a song by Pitch Black called Keeper. That sounds great. That's really cool. I was like, sorry if I was pulling faces. I was trying to listen to some details on there. So I'd love to know, are you both in the chat here, or is it like one of you or two of you? Is that an original vocal? I'd love to know. That's really cool. I like the vocal a lot.
They're a sibling duo.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Well, that's really nice. I'd say I got one detail. I reckon you could improve on that a little bit. It's really small. So you're if you listen on the groove, there's like pretty much everything is highly swung, which is great. It actually works really well for the track. Some of the hats are not, and they're kind of like they rub a little bit with the groove. So I think you might want to go in there and like get a little bit surgical on trying to match up some of those hats with the groove. So your hats, you've got like the closed hats. At the moment, like your hats are like and it should be like like that. I can't do it that quick, but like they should be more swung in line with the rest of the groove. It'll make it a little bit tighter. That's something to do. The rest of it sounds great. It just hits. Yeah, nice work. I'm sure you'll have people that are really want to play that. So that's great. Yeah, great work. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for sending. Next, Gabriel Klin, Higher Self. Yeah, man, groove's great. I think that's really, really cool. I find that really exciting, honestly. I think that groove's really cool. The vocal, like, it could do with a little bit of work bedding into the song. I think most of it's a mix thing. Your vocal's kind of fighting with the pads and some of the upper harmonics of the bass. So you've either got to try and make the vocal a bit more prominent or carve out some frequencies against those other sounds to allow it to sit in the track a little bit better. But your groove's fantastic. That's really, really cool. I really like that. Great job. So and thank you for sending. All right, so next let's play this one. So it's called Baby Work It.
Baby, work it. Baby, work it.
Hi. That one's making me think or feel all kinds of emotions. So it's actually very catchy. The idea there is catchy as f***. It's also like, okay, I'm going to be honest. While that was playing, all I was thinking about was if this was used to torture me. Like if this was played on loop for a whole day, I don't actually think I'd make it through the end of the day. I think it would drive me absolute bonkers. Yeah. Just like, make it stop. But it's catchy. But it doesn't have much replayability. Evidently, because I got 2 minutes into the song and I stopped it. But it's like, I think, I'm actually not trying to be a c***. I'm really sorry. But like, it's what was the song? Actually, I'm really regretting saying that. What is the song it reminds me of? Federica Franchi, Cream. Is that the one? It's kind of like it's one of those ones where if you kind of like if you got it in the pocket, I think that's a ripper of a song, like what you've just done. It's just slightly to the left of that at the moment. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm watching the chat go crazy. I feel really bad right now. Sorry. I'm not trying to rip on you, but I kind of did. What did you think?
Like, it's so close to being sick. It needs those tweaks to push it from like sounding kind of like a little rough and, as you said, torturous, which is your words, not mine. But with those tweaks and you get it into that zone, it becomes a really fun sound.
Come on, Morgan.
Switch the camera for Morgan.
She's gone. Yeah, she just shook her head. Anyway, there we go. Next song. Thanks for sending. I'm kind of sorry for the mild mini roast there. Keep going at it. I think there's actually if you get the sound design right on it, I think you got a good one.
But after that,
yeah, we're actually only going to do another 5 because I've got some shit that I need to do today. And also, there's one other thing to add. Now, the next person that I am going to be doing the demos from, this is the one, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, let me tell you something about. I've been talking about this guy this week because we're coming up to the album. I've been going on to TikTok a little bit. You know, like once or twice every week, going on to TikTok, and first thing that comes up is things about me, because that's really all I'm actually looking at. I'm just looking at what people are saying about the album, and kind of lame, right? But there's this one guy on there who is just like a little bit of a private eye. You know, he's kind of been trying to figure out all the tracks that are on the album, all the names, all the collaborators. He goes very, very deep into the details, and it's creepy as f. And his name is Salah Makes House, and it's also very, very cool at the same time. Creepy and cool, you know, fine line between the two. But anyway, that is who we're going to listen to the demo from next. But this guy has got mad investigation skills, and so if anyone's breaking the rules on here, he will find you. He will report you to Nate, and Nate will then come and end you. So look at that menacing human on the back sofa there. So you know, it's we've got quite a team going on here in the stream, and you just got to take these rules seriously. Don't take the piss. You will be found. Let's listen to Salah's track. Imagine if it's actually like one of the tracks off the album. Oh, it's a remix of Savannah. Right, here we go. Yo, that's a nice beat. I like what you've done there. So the yeah, I'm sure you're seeing what people are pointing out in the chat. There's some dud chords in there. But anyway, the vibe's really nice. So vocals, sick, bruh. Sick vocal. And did I tell you it's available on Beatport? Well, look at that, Beatport. We go to the genre. We go to house. Oh, look at that. Acapella in the top 10. Available to buy. $2.49. Kind of steep. Not gonna lie, but you know, available. How much is a coffee nowadays? I think the last time I bought a coffee it was $5.50. $5.50. This will wake you up more than a fucking coffee will, mate. Grab it.
Someone just goes, vocals could use some work.
Well. Not funny. Oh, by the way, Salah, thank you. I'm only joking about the you being creepy. You're not creepy. It's very, very nice. It's very kind. I'm only having a laugh. Gregory, how did the $7 coffee taste this morning, though? Did it work? Do you feel alive? I'd love a $7 coffee right now. I'd love one of those nitro coffees. The loser of rock, paper, scissors gets the coffee. Get in here, bitch. I've been having quite a battle against this. He's been beating me quite a lot, but last week I absolutely annihilated you. Would you accept that to the camera?
It went from I won every game to you won 1 in 10, and then I must have had COVID or something last weekend because you just destroyed me the entire weekend. There was something wrong.
In rock, paper, scissors. Let me just clarify that.
We tour together, not live together.
Yeah, we tour together. Right, ready?
God is good! Oh. I'm even going to sit on his silly little chair. Pure domination. Oh, that's odd. That is odd. Oh, you're filming this too. Good. Yeah, 2 angles. Great. Guys, you're looking at a huge winner right now. Oh, you're going to be a sore loser 10 minutes later?
Yes. Get out of my sight.
It's okay.
You can't afford to touch me. Don't touch me. I'm sterile. I love you, Nate.
I love you too.
All right. Next. Yeah, that's fun. It's a cool little groove. It's kind of cute in a way. Someone said it's like Rules Don't Apply kind of vibes, which is Walker and Royce's label. That kind of sounds like that's the that track could, you know, sit on that label, or what's the other one? Wongo. There we go. Wongo's label, which is now I can't even remember the Wongo's label. Box of Cats. Thank for chat. Oh my god. In absence of my brain. Sounds like the kind of vibe that they would put out. So yeah, there we go. That sounds really cool. I like it. It's sort of maybe could do with a little bit more space and dimension on some of the sounds. It's sort of like some of it's a little bit too dry. Could have a bit more pop to it. But yeah, yeah, I like it. It's cool. I like this logo as well. Kind of fun. I'll remember it, you know. Okay, next one. So then, where are we at? Deuce. What a name. This photo is sus. This looks like something pulled from CCTV footage for a most wanted person. So last seen ordering a foot-long Subway from a rando location in Kansas. So anyway, let's check out Juice's music. Bro, if this guy ever gets famous, that's right. Honestly, he should just be like, that can be his thing. He's up on stage and he just gets on the mic, drops the fader and goes, I'm away to drop a juice. Time to drop a juice! Well, anyway, the beat's interesting. So, where's Juice from? If Juice is not from America, we've got some things to explain to you about the meaning of this word. So, because you might not be understanding what I'm insinuating, you know? Anything in here? If he's from Kansas, this is the best thing ever. Juice is from Uranus. He's out of this world. Yeah, it's got, you know, it's a nice, interesting vibe. I'm not sure it's like, I'm a bit sort of torn on what to sort of suggest. It doesn't seem very close to a lot of sounds that I kind of like understand. It's, you know, it's nice and melodic, but it doesn't fully grab me. Thank you for sending Juice. Juice, that's so good. Yeah, I mean, there's some really good demos that have come through here. Like I'm gonna have to give a shout out to, I think that first one that was in the first batch. That second track was ridiculous. Let's go back and listen to that. Yeah, right. I'm just gonna give us a second listen because this one was insane. Let's give it a blast. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I think that was my favorite one from today's stream. But anyway, thank you everyone for joining. I just want to give a little explanation again of everything that's gone on today. So we were doing the demo streams. We opened up a link on the Discord. Was a page? What was it? A page on the Discord or?
Demo submissions channel.
Yeah, the demo submissions channel on the Discord. We opened that up periodically, for like a 20-minute period. Allowed everyone to upload, then closed it. Then randomly picked 5 tracks from that bunch, listened to them, then reopened up the demo submissions, allowed people to submit, closed it again, picked another 5. That's the fairest way that we've figured out so far. We are looking to make a couple of little changes. We talked about maybe making 3 slots available each time we do this that are kind of like paid for, so people can like bid. Like we give it to the highest bidder for like maybe three submissions or something like that, and raise money for charity. I think that'd be a great way to do things. So that then if anyone wants to waste a load of coin on me listening to a track and getting it featured on the stream, we can do that and we can raise some money for charity. I think that'd be a good happy medium. And then we also talked about while we were listening to one of the demos, I said that it might be a good idea to. Look, I really like and I really appreciate some of the things you guys are saying in the chat. I think it's really, really cool. But maybe we just make 1 slot available as well for just a funny, someone that just says something that absolutely makes me chuckle, you know? So I think that might be the happy medium. But yeah, that's what we're doing. But I want to explain, we do have the Discord. The link is in the chat right now. You can go check that out. We've got a really good community of people. You can still post your music up in there, talk with fellow people in the community, you know, talk about production, talk about whatever, software, the whole lot, things going on in the scene. You can do all of it. Use the Discord as much as you want, meet good people, and you know, take part in the community. You're welcome. Use it. So it's there. You can also like the stream on YouTube, like it on Twitch. You can subscribe if you want. You don't have to. You can just follow the channel. Do whatever you want. Tell your friends, or don't tell your friends. You can tell your friends Chris Lake's you can tell whatever you want. Free world. Do whatever you want. So there we go.
That's what I say to my friends.
Well, Semenga, you're going to get banned from the chat if you keep talking about my rock, paper, scissors skill. I ain't taking that dissing.
Or lack thereof.
Stand up.
Bring it on. This isn't a very good angle. It's just... You want it.
I really do not like you today.
How does it feel to be a loser?
I was doing really good over the weekend as well. I'm really upset about this. All right, I'm done. We're done today. Thank you to everyone that sent in music. Thank you to everyone that commented. It was very nice, was very kind. Good vibes in here. Remember, we've got the Discord. You can go and check it out. Go and talk to everyone. Partake in the community. And then you can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitch, or you can not. You can do whatever the fuck you want, to be fair. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your support. Be good, and I'll catch up with you guys next week.